Welcome back to my channel. I am Taylor if you are new. So to start off this video, I am using the P.Louise base in Rumor number 5 as my eyeshadow base. And I also have my Friendcation palette from Dose of Colors with Desi X Katie. And I'm going to apply that color Necessary, which is like a flesh tone type color on my lid. I'm pretty much going to go straight into the crease and just put it almost everywhere, not intentionally doing it, but just going straight into the crease and blending that out.
You'll be there, ready to rescue me if I go out of track. You can get away with it.
And next I'm gonna go in with the color Cheens, which is a little bit darker than Necessary, just to deepen up that crease. And I'm just going to pretty much lay that on top and just blend it all together just to deepen the crease. We are going to cut the crease a little bit. We're going to do a half moon cut crease with the shimmer shade. So I'm just going to take that and blend that in, but we're going to also deepen it with a little bit of a darker chocolatey brown on the outer V on the outside, and just kind of, you know, infuse everything together just to have a nice seamless blend.
What's on the other side of inhibition? Ooh, I do you do 'cause I'm feeling so cool.
And I'm just going to take this Anastasia Beverly Hills brush and use that flat end and go in with the shade Basic. And it's just like a lighter tone color, like a pinky nude type color. I'm just going to place that on the brow bone. It's perfect for that brow highlight, and it blends in seamlessly with the brown shadows as well. And I'm just going to take that brush that I used from before just to make sure there are no harsh lines and everything is blended together. And I'm going to go back in with my MAC brush as well as the P.Louise Rumor 5 base to cut that crease. And we're just going to do a half moon crease.
You'll be there, ready to rescue me if I go out of track. You can get away with it. 'Cause you make me love my imperfections, answer all my questions just to show me what's on the other side of inhibition. No apologies, my baby. I do you do 'cause I'm feeling so good.
And now I'm just going to take my pencil brush from the Crayon case and tap into, I believe it is, hold on, give me 1 second, I'll get the color for you. So the darker color Cheens, I'm sorry, so the second color was Churro, and this color is Cheens, which is the darker brown in the palette. And I'm just going to place that into the outer V, but also try to get rid of that harsh line from the crease cut just to make sure everything is blended. And then I'm just going to windshield wiper that into the base just to, of course, again, just make it seamless and fade in. We are going to use a shimmer shade on the lid, so just to you know, have everything blended smoothly, no harsh lines won't be able to tell where it starts and stops.
Every melody, they all sound the same. Yeah. For my broken heart, no remedy. But maybe if you stay, we can get away with it. 'Cause you make me love my imperfections, answer all my questions, just to show me what's on the other side of inhibition. No apologies, my baby. I tell you do 'cause I'm feeling so good. Ooh. I tell you do 'cause I'm feeling so good. Ooh. Oh, my darkest memories, now let me fall back.
And now I'm just looking for a brush to use for the shimmer shade, and that is the color or the shimmer shade in Just a Kiss, I believe, from the Desi X Katie palette, which is it's like a really pretty nude shimmer shadow. It has like pinky gold reflex in it, and it's pretty flesh tone, so it's really pretty. Especially when the light hits it, it's just super glittery and really, really pretty. Like a very beautiful shade. I love this. If they sold the shades in the palette separate, I would definitely buy pretty much all the shades that I used today on my eye look, and just, you know, have them by themselves because I use them pretty much every day. I get so many compliments on the shimmer shade itself just because of how pretty it looks in real life. Like, the camera does not do it justice at all. But I'm just tapping that all over the lid and into the brown shade, just right where it begins, at that fade where we blend in. And then you can just go back into that brush that we used earlier and go into Cheens and just blend that back into the shimmer shade. Again, you want everything to be flawless and seamless and beautiful. Again, you don't want to be able to tell where the start and stop. Just, you know, just very, blending is key pretty much. And I'm just going to use my Givenchy eyeliner just to do a wing liner here. This has pretty much like been my eyeliner I've been using for the past, I think, 6 months, maybe a year. I think I got it in like December, but that's just the eyeliner I've been using. It's alright. I don't think it's worth the $27 that I paid for it. I really wanted more of like a waterproof, smudge proof liner, and this is pretty much not it. It gets the job done, but my eyes water a lot, so when I go to wipe my eye or whatever, it does move, or if I take my lashes off, the liner does pick up with it. So I don't like it for that aspect, but I use it because I have it, so why not? But yeah, I'm just going to clean up that wing liner with that P.Louise base. I had some leftover base on the back of my hand. We're just going to clean that line up. I'm not going to take it too far under my eye because in a minute we'll be using the P.Louise pink base. It's from their winter limited edition collection. I think it's like called Winter Rose or something like that, but it's this pretty pink that we're going to use under the eye. I'll show you guys that later, but I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Fit Me, it's like a matte poreless foundation. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that wrong, but I mixed them in 330 and 338, and I'm just going to dot that all over my face. So I'm going in with the lighter shade. I believe it's 330. I believe that's the lighter shade first, and then I'm just dot the 338 all over, and just, you know, put my foundation on, just buff that into the skin, and just, you know, make sure it's flawless and seamless. But I mixed it too just because in the summers and winters, of course, like, you get lighter and darker, but a lot of times I can't really tell if I'm lighter or if I'm darker, so I just have the two, and it just adds a little bit more color back into my face. and I just love the way it looks. I get a lot of compliments on my foundation, so when I mix the two, it's just like my perfect color.
Cause you make me love my imperfections, answer all my questions, just to show me what's on the other side of inhibition. No apologies, my baby. I do you do 'cause I'm feeling so.
And I'm just going to take this Real Techniques brush. I think this is in the brush like 200. I don't remember. I know this is a cheek brush. I normally don't use it for my foundation. The foundation brush I use, I think it's like 210 or something. It's in my bathroom. So I just been using that one for my past few looks, but it still gets the job done. And I'm just buffing that into the skin, getting all in the under eye area, all in the cheekbone area underneath the jawline. Make sure everything is blended seamlessly and mixed together beautifully, just to make sure all of my dark marks are covered as well. And then of course, just to make sure it picks up beautifully in the pictures.
No apologies, my baby. I do you do 'cause I'm feeling so good. What's on the other side of inhibition? Ooh, I do you do 'cause I'm feeling so cool.
And I'm just going to use that same Rumor 5 eyeshadow base by P.Louise. I actually use this as my concealer as well. This is actually something I picked up from Tayler Made Jane when she does her foundation, her face routine. She doesn't do it the same method as I do, but she does use like the P.Louise eyeshadow base as like a concealer, which is really awesome. I do like the finish it has. I feel like my under eyes are more flawless just because it's something about that base. I don't know what it is, but it's beautiful for the eyes. I use it to clean up my eyebrows and as concealer for my face as well. So it does finish beautifully. So I'm just going to put that underneath the eyes, down the bridge of my nose, around the lips, the chin, the cheekbone area, everywhere that you typically would highlight. And I'm going to blend that out with a Real Techniques brush as well. I can't remember which number it is, but I pretty much use it and I just tap it in place, or just kind of like, I don't know, like, I don't want to say buff it, but it's just more like a tapping motion, like you tap it into the skin, but you're blending it out into the rightful spots. So yeah, that's pretty much what I do. You'll see here in a moment. And I'm going to go in with Winter Rose. This is the eyeshadow base by P.Louise that I mentioned earlier, that is going to go underneath the waterline for the pop of color. And this is a Morphe lipstick brush, and I'm just going to pretty much place that underneath my eye. Since this is like a eyeshadow base, I just wanted to make sure I didn't get it in my eye or on my waterline as well. So I'm just going to place that, and then I'll go in and set it with an eyeshadow.
Ooh, I do you do 'cause I'm feeling so cool. Got enough of every melody, they all sound the same. Yeah, for my broken heart, no remedy, but maybe if you stay, we can get away with it. 'Cause you make me love my imperfections, answer all my questions, just to show me
And I'm going to go in with the Matte Book by the Crayon case. I'm going to go in with the, oh, I went too high, but it's the hot pink shade. If you see it, if you were able to see it with me lifting up the palette, I'm sorry about that, guys. And I'm just going to take that hot pink shade and tap it underneath my waterline and set the base just to make sure that it does not smear or smudge. That's why I did not set my concealer, pretty much my concealer base, just to make sure I will be able to clean up any of that pigmentation from the eyeshadow and the base with more concealer. And that actually helps make the eyeshadow a little bit more vibrant as well. I noticed I've used the matte book sometimes. You have to layer on those colors for maximum pigmentation, but with the pink eyeshadow base, it make that under eye pop a lot more. So I'm absolutely happy with how that came out. Okay, and I'm going to take my Real Techniques brush and just blend out that P.Louise base. So when I was blending this out, it actually looked like, I don't know, like it dissolved into my skin almost. It was kind of hard to see just because, I don't know, maybe it was the lights, but just make sure you blend all of that out seamlessly as possible. And make sure it is flawless and beautiful for your highlight. But of course we are going to contour. I think everything in the end pretty much looked good. Pretty much just needs to settle into the skin. But yeah, so just going to blend that out. And I'm going to take my Beauty Bakery flower powder. I can't remember the name. It starts with a C, but it's like the almost like a banana color for your setting powder. And I'm just going to set all of the places that I highlighted and set that cream into place. And I'm just using, and this is also a Real Techniques brush. I've been using Real Techniques brushes for about the past few months. I think it's been almost 6 months maybe. I've been using them since like November or October. And I love their brushes more than I like the beauty sponges and things like that. Like that particular brush I'm using right now, I'm able to get underneath the eye and just set it and blend it out beautifully. I also do set my brows so they don't appear shiny in photos, just to make sure, you know, when you get those pictures back, you don't have any flashbacks. So that's one trick I like to use as well. So, but yeah, try out some Real Techniques brushes. I do have their sponge. I use it, but I don't use it often. I don't even know where it is, honestly. So, but yeah, try them out. I know they were like a hit early in like 2014, 2015, when a lot of YouTubers were using brushes versus a sponge, and a lot of people were using like Real Techniques brushes. So I pick them up from Target. I think I spend maybe between $15 to $20 depending on the pack, and they're definitely worth it. You get about 4 to 5 brushes. You get the little tray holder, and I know one of the packs had the sponge. So yeah, definitely worth the try, ladies.
Ooh, I do you do 'cause I'm feeling so cool.
And I'm really just pushing that powder into the skin, blending it out, you know, just making sure that that cream is set. And I am going to go in with this contour and highlight palette, and I'm going to take like the Warm Sculpt and it's another one, I can't think of what it's called. Someone gifted me this and I just used it, why not? And I'm just going to contour my face. So underneath the cheekbones, my nose, my jawline, the forehead.
We can get away with it, 'cause you make me love my imperfections, answer all my questions just to show me what's on the other side of inhibition. No apologies, my baby. I do you do 'cause I'm feeling so good. But you'll be there, ready to rescue me if I go out of track. We can get away with it. 'Cause you make me love my imperfections and so.
And I'm just gonna take this Morphe brush. I usually use this particular type of brush to contour my nose. I don't know why. I don't even know how I got into this brush for my nose contour. But it pretty much gets the job done, and I just contour the sides of my nose and then kind of go back in just to make sure my nose is still highlighted, because I get kind of sloppy with contouring my nose. So just to make sure when you take pictures it doesn't appear super dark. And then I just kind of go back in, and I'm using like this banana or light beige, I can't think of the name of the shade in the palette, just to make sure my nose is really carved out, just to make sure it has that contrast of light and dark around the nose and underneath the eye area. I'm just going to throw on these lashes that I have here from Sephora, and of course I'm going to use my Duo Lash Glue. In this video, of course, I didn't, stop to let my lashes fully dry. So at the end of the video, you guys will see that my lashes were still drying. But yeah, so I'm using just my Duo Lash Glue and put on my lashes, and these lashes are from Sephora. I don't remember the number. I think I lost the box. But they're just the Sephora brand. They might be like number 10 or 17. Not too dramatic, but a little bit of drama. And of course, like I said, they're like $10 from Sephora, and it's just the Sephora brand. And I'm just going to buff out all those powders and just blend everything as possible, as seamless as possible, and just dust away any remaining powders and bake and stuff like that. And I'm going to spray my face with some Fix Plus just to take away that powdery aspect instead of looking so chalky and ghosty. And I'm going to take this NYX pink eyeliner and just line my waterline with the pink so it doesn't look so like you can see the skin in your eye from where you have the pink eyeshadow. So you just want everything to appear pink from the bottom half and then just natural on the top half. And I'm just going to take the Dust of Colors ZX Katie highlight. I believe this is in Fuego. And I'm just going to highlight my face before my setting spray fully dries on my face.
Get away with it, 'cause you make me love my imperfections, answer all my questions just to.
And I'm just going to take this Mary Kay black eyeliner and line my waterline on my upper lash line. Just of course, again, you just don't want to see any skin peeking through. You want everything to be flawless. You want it to be beautiful. And of course, when you put your lashes on, you do want to make sure your eyeliner from the wing liner and underneath, everything just meshes beautifully. You don't want to be able to see the lash band. And then I'm going to take, this is the wrong lip liner, I'm going to switch it out. But this is an older liner by Mary Kay. It's in the color Neutral, which is like a light brown, nudie, pink type of color. And I'm just going to line my lips. I really wanted a dark brown liner. I'm gonna come out with my own actually. So, but this is just what I had at the time, which isn't bad. Just line my lips, and I'm going to take my lip gloss in Crystal Clear Lip Gloss by Tayler Andrea Cosmetics, which is moi, and put some of that on, and it's just going to be a pretty shiny look. It's just, you know, it's going to look natural, which is fine. Excuse my face because I hate mixing liners and lip glosses because I like my lip glosses to stay the way they are. So yeah, I'm gonna just have to get a separate gloss to mix with my lipsticks and stuff like that. But yeah, so just gonna blend that in with my lip liner. On camera it looks still natural, like my natural lip color, but when I was looking in it in the mirror, the lip liner did kind of mix in, so it had a little flesh tony pink color. And I'm just going to put some mascara on my bottom lash line as well, just to make those bottom lashes pop. And I'm just going to pop on my lashes here. I just, you know, took a minute to make sure they were on properly and adjusted, but I also didn't want the glue to get in my eye from moving too fast. I do have that issue from time to time, so just take your time and put your lashes on. I couldn't find my tweezers either, so I was just trying to make something shake. But that is pretty much it for this video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I will be coming out with more content, so make sure you guys stay tuned. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, like this video, and share if you care. And other than that, make sure you guys also shop TaylerAndreaCosmetics.com. I am actually doing a virtual pop-up with, what is it, Girl Tribe pop-up. I'll leave everything down below. And with my eyebrows as well, I didn't do my eyebrows on camera. I use I use my eyebrow pomade in soft brown. I do have from like soft brown, dark brown, ebony, auburn, blonde. I have about 5 colors of those, and I do have liquid lipsticks. If you don't follow me on Instagram, definitely check me out on Instagram. You'll see those colors, as well as follow Tayler Andrea Cosmetics on Instagram, and you'll be able to see all of my products as well, or visit us online at TaylerAndreaCosmetics.com. And I will see you guys in my next video, and see you guys later.
Yeah. What's on the other side of inhibition? Ooh, I do you do 'cause I'm feeling so cool. Got enough of every melody, they all sound the same. Yeah. For my broken heart, no remedy, but maybe if you stay, we can get away with it. 'Cause you make me love my imperfections, answer all my questions, just to show me what's on the other side of it.